Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another video for you guys, back with another Danmachi episode review as we continue on with the Danmachi greatness. Things have now picked up. We got the war games coming, and yeah, man. I definitely can't wait to see where the last few episodes of the season goes, to see what is the, I guess, plan for Belle to save Freya. And the thing is, they gotta beat them, so we got a war games, and it's not gonna be like the war games from season two, where I think it was just a straight up like tank battle, essentially, like a house battle. It's a battle where essentially the gods have to play hide and go seek. And if you find the gods, well, you win. And just like I predicted, I had a feeling that obviously Freya would wager Belle, so this is legitimately the battle for Belle. Legitimately the battle for one man. It's absolutely crazy, right? Now, Frey, on the other hand, she does end up telling Hestia, like, hey, if you want me to go up back to heaven, go. You can make that as your stipulation. I don't really care whatever stipulation you want if you end up winning. So legitimately Frey is going all in to try to get Belle. Like, that's her only thing. Her only thing is like, if I win, Belle comes to my familia. But if you win, it can be whatever you want. No, Belle says like, well, what I want is I want to see the real you. And it's basically he's basically referring like he wants to see the real her, which is Seer. Seer is truly the real Freya. And she agrees to that, and they start the whole thing. I did like how throughout the episode you do have it to where there's a bunch of people that are like, oh, I'm so sorry, Belle. I didn't mean to do all these things and say all these things. Like even Ina's like, look, if you need any help on getting info on the Freya Familia, please let me help you any way I can. So that's the thing right then and there. Now the interesting thing about the build up to this is it seems like the Loki Familia is not going to help the Hestia Familia because, well, things get in the way. Things got in the way, and then plus two, the Loki Familia is the next strongest Familia in all of the series right now. And then also too, we also see how Freya played a part in making sure the Loki Familia didn't, get involved because like she tells like Ice Wallenstein, you can't freaking interact or train with Bell to get him stronger and help him get him stronger. And she later confirms she like did that out of pure jealousy. So legitimately, again, it's this whole thing of Freya. She does deep down love Belle in her own twisted, sadistic way, but there is a genuine love there. Like she does not want to see Ice get closer to him by training, which you then end up getting like Tione, and I forgot the other girl, the other like her other related sister's name. And Belle trains with them. Also, Belle levels up to level 5. Well, actually, he continues to level up to levels up to level 5, whatever. Anyways, in preparation for this fight, so it's interesting when you think about it. It's like Freya's doing all she can to make sure she gets the advantage over Belle and Hestia. And hey, starting with Ice Wallenstein, that definitely helps out. That definitely tracks, right? And then we also have it to where another member of the Loki Familia, their strategist, helps Lily's, basically plan up their plan that they're going to be coming up with against the Freya Familia too. And you just see throughout the episode a bunch of gods and a bunch of other familiars are actually like gonna help out the Hestia Familia. Like legitimately, it seems with the exception of like maybe the Loki Familia and even Hermes Familia is not also getting involved in this. It just seems like mostly every single Familia is, with the exception of those two, from what we know, they're getting involved in this whole, war games to help, Hestia defeat Freya, which is the strongest person, right? Um, so that's the thing, right then and there. Another interesting story point in this episode, that was actually pretty shocking is the horn situation. So we see it to where the one chick, the pink-haired ponytail chick, they try to they healed Horn back to full health, but she's in this unconscious state. And while she's also in this unconscious state, she's holding the seer, the seer like look, like her transformed seer, design. And basically they kind of just are, they're basically just like why is she still in this form when she should not be in this form, and why is she not awoken? And basically the thing is she's holding on to staying in this form clearly until I guess the outcome happens, and legitimately is just in the suspended state because she's literally holding on to the seer form in terms of the way she looks and everything. And I think it will have something to do with obviously how the outcome will go. But she's holding on and she's using every bits of like magic reserve she's got to stay in this state, this unconscious state as seer. So it's pretty interesting. It's interesting to say the least about what's going on there. Um, and yeah, that's kind of the thing there. So that's the thing. We also see it to where our girls, the cat girl from the maid cafe, we find out like Ryu's gang, they're going to all be involved in the war games, but they're trying to get her to be like, hey, you need to get out of this freaking, this mindset you're in right now. Like, if you want to go make it up, go make it up and see what you can do about it, right? And we later see like the brother walks in. Now why the brother walks in, I don't know, but I guess we'll find out. I'm hoping it's not gonna be like a bait and swerve thing where she's gonna basically work with her brother and they're gonna be on the Freya familia side. And maybe it's kind of things like, hey, if you want to see Seer again, then help Freya, and you'll get to see Seer again. I really hope that's not the direction they go, because that would be like crazy. That would be a crazy plot twist. It's kind of effed up too. To be like, promise your sister, like, oh, you want to see this person that means so much to you, then help us. And you'll get to see that person again, which when it shocked me, it definitely wouldn't shock me, to say the least. But we already know that she's been in kind of a depressed, mental, broken self ever since that one episode where Freya revealed it all about Seer and her connection to her and everything. So that's the thing right then and there. And then in preparation of the war game, they're finally like in this like city that's been like destroyed or anything, like the outskirts or whatever. Lily essentially gives this speech, and the reason why she gave this speech is because the supporter from the Loki Familia, or the strategist, is like, hey, if you say all these things, right, people are going to listen to you because one, they're going to value your words, and plus you're also cute too. So yes, Lily is adorable. But she gave this speech basically saying like, look guys, yes, we're going up against the strongest, Familia in all of Arario, but look, don't give up, don't back down. Gods, just do what you need to do. And legitimately, there is no plan. She's like, look, go do what you guys need to go do. You know what you need to do. Do what's best, what you feel is best for you. Gods, you can hide wherever you want and things like that. So that's the stuff. Now, after the conversation, Bell does talk with Lily a bit, and he's like, hey, good speech, and everything. And then he ends up actually telling her, like, hey, there's something I actually need to tell you. So I think this will come into play for the match of the war games in terms of the outcome of the war games. So that story point will definitely be brought up in the next few episodes where that's going to happen. Because look, he trusts Lily. There's going to be a reason why he told Lily this. So it's definitely going to impact the outcome of the war games. And then the episode ends off with Freya finally getting her flower, and essentially just like, well, go do what you must and everything. But that's where the episode ends off. I'm very intrigued to see where this war games is gonna go. I know I did watch another reviewer, and I think the thing that Bell made a mention to Lily, he made a mention in his video talking about like, Freya can actually transform into other beings. I've seen her do it because she pretended to be Seer. So we need to make sure, like, be careful, that this could actually, who you could be actually confronting if you're out there, it could actually be Freya. Because, You know, who knows? She could transform, and the reviewer I listened to said like she could transform into Otari. That could actually be her, but because she looks like Otari, people would avoid Otari because they're like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get in a fight. And the thing is, you know, the rules are gods just have to be found. They cannot be fought. You know, you can't fight the gods or you can't attack the gods. But, you know, adventurers can attack adventurers and start fights and everything. So that's kind of the thing right then and there. But you know, I can definitely see it to where at some point, you know, maybe, you know, Bell will come across Freya and everything, and he's gonna have to get past like maybe either Otari or somebody else to get to her to reach out to her and basically, in layman's terms, save her, and make her realize like, look, Seer is a real person to you. She is you. You have to embrace the Seer personality because guess what? You know, that deep down, that is you. Deep down, that's who you are. You want to be like the girl next door type of character because, but you can't do that because you're a goddess. I really, honestly, and with the fact that like basically the entire city of Arario hates her, legitimately, like everybody in Arario hates Freya. I can see it to by the conclusion of this season. Maybe it's like my prediction. I think I gave like a prediction or, you know, or something like that, like where she might just end up just relinquishing the title of a goddess and she actually just becomes a regular human being, which AKA she can finally be Seer. It'll be Freya, but she won't call herself Freya anymore. She'll call herself Seer going forward, thus embracing her true self. And she can hang out and see Belle all the time she wants, right? So I definitely could see that happening by the conclusion where, no, we don't want you to go to heaven. You know, maybe the thing is, okay, then, you know, it's clear that, you know, and maybe Hestia throws this in. She's like, look, I don't like you snooping around my Belle or anything, but, you know, it's clear to me that Belle cares about you and you care about Belle. So here's the thing, you have to give up your god. You have to give up your status as being a god, and you have to be this person that Belle said you need to be, and that's Seer. So I feel like that's going to be the conclusion to this season, and it makes the most sense. Like, legitimately, are you going to toss away the character of Freya? Like, I would be genuinely shocked if they just tell Freya, go back to heaven, and that's it. That's it. We see it for her. Because we know at some point, I think we're going to get another season. Like, Danmachi, knowing my anime, you have 5 seasons of animes. Ninja, you might as well just continue the storyline and make this a full adaptation. And just be like, alright, season 6, here we come. I don't know if they're going to announce season 6 after the season's over with. I think if not, I think it might be a year or two till we get another season 6 announcement. I don't know how far the source material is as opposed to the current anime. So for people that read the current source material, please put that in the comment section down. Like, how close are we to like the actual like light novel source material of Danmachi, and stuff like that. But you know, it's going to be interesting to see where this War Games is going to go. I think we're going to get some intense fights. And hopefully this concludes with Belle saving Freya, because it's always a season. This time he's saving a goddess. So, yes, again, like season 1 was mostly about Hestia. Season 2 was about Haruhime. Season 3 was about Wine, the monster girl. Season 4 was really about Ryu, and now season 5 is gonna be like Seer / Freya. I guess also too for season 1, if you want to put in a little bit of Ice, but he hasn't had that moment yet where he saved Ice to the point, you know, she gets madly infatuated. It's only implied she may actually like him like that, but we don't know. We need more development from Ice Wallenstein stuff. That's what I will say. But anyways, that's what I gotta say. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Again, if you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, and hit that subscribe button if you want to get more Danmachi content as we start to round out and close out this year. I will also do what I will watch for anime or Winter of Anime 2025, and things like that. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a like and put in the comment section your thoughts. Till then, guys, stay safe and have a great rest of your day. Peace.